Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are finally into full screen mode. It is still best of 3 for this round 4. But before we get into the match on the main stage, Dave and I are in a little bit of an argument. On the main stage, I want to have Reality Check versus Shady Halo Kids, but you want...
Personally, I would like to see Believe the Hype versus Agency.
So the only thing we can do to really answer this is we're going to go to the poll. We're going to go to our Xperia Sony smartphone poll, which I do believe all we have to do is tweet to it.
Yes, you just have to tweet in the answers, whatever team you'd like to see. And I believe we'll show that right at the bottom here, which teams you have to tweet into where.
Oh.
Okay, you have to put in Walshy 1 for myself, for my team, which is BTH versus Agency.
And just Gandhi because, you know, I keep things simple. I don't make you have to add another character. But nonetheless, let's talk about what we have on the main stage. Dressed in blue, we are going to have Apex Devastation. They have made their way all the way from Europe here, Dave.
Yes, big shout out to Apex for getting them out here. This is one of, if not the best team from Europe. So I'm excited to see how these guys do. I already hear some clapping out of the crowd. Everyone loves to see competition all over the world here at MLG Winter Championship.
Yeah,
and on the red, we have Status Quo. Sorry to cut you off. I'm excited to introduce these guys.
It just completely destroyed me. I was going to say I am a complete sucker for the European gaming crowd. I love all of these guys. Everyone's just so kind over there. But as you said, dressed in red, we have Status Quo. This team is looking very, very good. They formed 14 days before this event. They've attended a LAN, and Dave, you witnessed it, and you're actually calling them to do very well here this weekend.
Yes, they're definitely going to do very well this weekend. They were able to hang with Instinct. These guys have placed well in many tournaments. I mean, got Royal 2 and Snakebite taking second at Nationals. Enable and Flame having won an event. Obviously, they know how to play at the top level.
Yeah, and you know, I just can't wait to see this one start off. So it looks as though game number 1 is going to be Team Slayer on Battle Canyon. No more Zealot. Big round of applause for that, please. If you guys are excited for Status Quo versus Apex, make some noise.
That's what I like to hear.
All right, well, let's go ahead and jump into it. Team Slayer on Battle Canyon, Beaver Creek, Battle Creek, whatever you're familiar with, whatever genre, I can cater to your needs.
Let's get this started. Full screen. That's what I'm most excited for. All these guys, their shots are going to be on par. This is what they've practiced for years.
All right, so Team Slayer on Battle Canyon. We're going to have the rockets in the middle of the map. Both teams will have snipers up in their arches. And the key to success here, Dave?
Holding red and holding the rocket arch. This is a very interesting start from Status Quo. I always expect them just to hold red and just hold that base. What they did is they ported through 3 guys, ended up taking over blue snipes. So their whole goal right there was to take over both snipes. I'm assuming transition back over to red. I did not see that start once at the lane when I watched them play.
Well, I guess they were just hiding some of their trickery from them. A little tomfoolery, if you will. Now we have Flamesword moving on top of the base. He's going to be able to clean up Riots. We also have Snakebite doing a good job. He is just pushing in. He is in the front of red, but he may get cleaned up. Meanwhile, we see as Riots now, Dave, this is exactly the spot you were talking about. He is up in the sniper, which is a very important spot to be in.
Yes, and I want to first comment on Flamesword, what he's doing. He is using the top of red to his advantage. First off, if you go to the back of blue base, they do not have the slant there. You cannot conceal your body how he is right now. So right now, he's just able to go there, reveal as little of his body as possible while fighting in the creek, just back down like this. He does not have to drop from the base. And it looks like someone ported through. But that's the thing is, Flamesword made 2 people take their time to kill him. He was able to just put shots in the middle. And I'm not sure who on Status Quo was supposed to be watching the port there. Might have been a miscommunication, but someone should have been watching port there.
Yeah, so when Flamesword is sitting up here, as we all know, his main job is going to be just focusing and throwing down heavy shots on the needle and making sure they don't get across halfway. How do you get him down? Is it just focus fire and then you just try to sneak a porter in?
Since he's at red base, it's so hard to take over red base. You have to take those guys off rocket arch if possible. There is a second option. You can just barrel a bunch of people through port, but it's so risky. You don't know if they're going to have a nade there, possibly rockets in certain situations. Looks like they're getting some split spawns here at red, and it's so good that they're holding red like this. They're just able to get these spawn kills on them immediately.
Yep, so taking a look at the positions here, we have Flamesword at the portal. Snakebite is controlling top blue. He is putting heavy pressure down on him. Very interesting. And now we have Enable with the sniper top arch, and Royal 2 will also be top red. So this is pretty much an ideal setup for them. And I kind of like how Snakebite is playing top blue because he's basically just trapping this Apex squad.
Flame is unnecessarily paying attention over to the blue needle. Like, he has to be under the impression that someone could pour through at any moment right now. So I don't like how he's always paying attention over there. I guess I can't see exactly how far over PJ is. Yeah, PJ is only in the front of that base. So I do not like this move that they're pushing over blue right now. They have rockets coming up in 10 seconds. As long as they hold rocket arch, they're going to get these rockets. So I don't see point in taking over blue right now.
Yeah, well, Riot's actually hit in the middle of blue base at the front door, and just a sloppy shot. Enable will be able to clean him up, but he popped out with the sniper and was able to clean up Flamesword. So we're seeing a status quo, although you would expect them to be a little bit more passive on this map once they get control because they know how important it is. They're a little aggressive.
They should have learned against Land Against Instinct how important red is and just holding that and letting the other team make mistakes. When you're holding red, you're going to get that sniper of your own, and you get the better position with Rocket Arch. And on top of that, when rockets come up, you have the better positioning. You have everything is better about red, especially if you're watching Portal.
Yeah.
One thing I've noticed that they've done different, like right there is World 2 is watching Portal from top of the base, but it seems like Status Quo just has a guy on top of the base that's shooting out in the creek, and they have someone on the ground just watching Portal. And I don't like that because you negate any advantage you have. You got to take advantage of having red. Take advantage of having the upper advantage on somebody where you can shoot down on them, and if they have multiple people come through, you can back down to the top of the base. So I don't like that full setup. It's obviously working for them right now, but they could do things better in my opinion.
Well, Enable has moved those rockets to back blue. His main job, or no, actually back red, I'm sorry. His main job now is going to be watching the portal with rockets, which I don't mind this play because now he can actually use full red to his advantage. Meanwhile, on the Apex side, they are just desperately trying to get it. Riots is on a complete flank. He is top red. Enable did not see him pour through, but he was able to connect with that rocket. Impressive shot from Enable as he is going to be pushing through the base. He is going to nade the front door to make sure no one's coming through. And now we see Riots versus Flamesword, and Riots is going to outshoot Flamesword. This is looking good for them. Even though they're down by 16, at least they will possibly have red control.
It looks like they do realize the importance of red in some cases. Enable's trying to clear out these people. I want to cut back to the second where Royal 2, he was over at blue. He does not want to go out needle side. When your team has creep control and you're pushing over at blue, stay in the front of the base. Go out the front pistol entrance, because if you go out needle side, you're not going to be able to get any help from your team. So that was an amateur mistake from Royal 2 right there. Yep. Just goes to show his inexperience on this map.
So they are just 9 kills away from closing this game number 1 out. Keep in mind, even though it is full screen now, we are still in best of 3 scenario, and it is still the veto system, so we are not sure what map we will feature. I don't know if we will see a Penance TFs today. I'm not sure.
I wouldn't be disappointed if that was the result.
Oh, that's jokes. You're
not
funny.
joking, though.
Well, it's funny because the way you said it is actually a joke. But so now we have actually a slow-paced game here. They are up by 14 kills. Enable is just going to wait this one out. They will have a sniper dropping at the 9-10 mark, and then they will put that to use. But they also have rockets in the middle. This is pretty much Apex's only chance. They have to get these rockets, and they also have to push up. Here comes the push. Now
they got the guy off Rocket Arch
flying.
first. They got the guy off Rocket Arch first. So like I said, that's the most important part. They're able to fly over to red now because they got him down. First off, sniper's going to be coming up. We're going to have rockets coming up. This is a huge time to lose red if they do lose this.
Buck 57 now is going to be putting in the sniper arch. They may get both snipers here in this scenario.
It is not. It's not a question. They could come back if they get both these snipers, control red plus rockets.
Well, Buck 57 was taken out, but that sniper is now in the
front.
front.
By Enable, yes.
Yeah, the sniper is still in the front of blue. Enable now is going to be cleaned up by Buck 57. They are just 3 kills away. Meanwhile, Apex has been able to cut the lead. They are now only down by 11. They do have sniper. They have the sniper on top.
I can't see SQ losing this one. They got rockets right here. Royal 2 has to make a big mistake in order to lose this. They can just wait this out, and they should have this win as long as it's not lose rockets.
Buck 57 with a nice play here. Now we are going to see a boost.
Really?
Oh, Buck, it is time for you to shine. No! Oh, it would have been so epic.
That was still a great boost.
Yeah.
That shows the teamwork that these guys have in their short time teaming. Obviously, Snakebite and Royal have teamed for a little bit now, but it shows how confident they are working together.
Yeah. It's good to see the old-fashioned boost come into play there.
I mean,
and to
what kind of players would they have learned that from? I mean, who knows?
TDT.
That's true.
You're always trying to take credit. All right, well, taking a look at the stats here, we see as someone's going to throw that up for us. Snakebite, 14 kills, 10 deaths, all just pretty much neck and neck. Royal 2 going the only negative. And on the other side here, we see as Fusion going +4 there in that situation. That's the word I was looking for.
It's a tough playing from Blue Blaze. You can't really expect someone to go positive unless they are the sniper on that team. And you have to work as a squad, take over red. They, at one point, started to push over there. They had a few kills. They killed the guy in Rocket Arch, but they weren't able to take over red, and that was the biggest problem. They need to move over there as a squad, and you saw Enable. He, spawned over Plasma, and they were able to break their step immediately.
Yeah, fortunate spawn. So we are going to go to a commercial break. When we come back, we will have game 2.